In this video, we're going to be detecting an item in the player's inventory. So, let's get started. First, I am going to use this command block to give me an item. Nearest player, tripwire hook. Done. And this command block will be my checker. Okay. Always active. Repeat. And we are going to execute at all players. And we will run say has item. Now it's just executing at all players, so it's just going to say has item. Fine. Now we want to be a bit more specific. I've got a tripwire hook, so let's search the NBT data. And the NBT data we want to search is the inventory. And in the inventory, we are going to search for this item. And the item we're going to search for will be ID. And we'll put its ID in those speech marks. And we have to use the namespace, Minecraft, : we need that. Tripwire hook. Done. I don't have a tripwire hook, so it's not running. Okay, let's put a button on here, give myself a tripwire hook. I do have a tripwire hook. The command is running. Excellent. Let's be a bit more specific. Let's say it's a tripwire hook, but it has a tag of dungeon key. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Now we want to search for that tag as well. So ID Minecraft tripwire hook, after the tripwire hook, comma, tag, tag, colon, and in here, dungeon key, 1B. Okay, done. It's not running. Give myself a key, it's running. Throw that key away. Let's get a normal tripwire hook. Is it running? No. Normal tripwire hook is not going to count. It now has to have that tag. So let's use it to make a difference. Let's put a command block here. And let's go up along here. And we're going to make a door. I want the coordinates of this block. Let's make a hole there. I'm going to fill, tab, tab, tab. I'm going to get the coordinates of that block. And there's a door. Now if we want to open that door, we can put a torch there. Let's look at that torch with F3. And on the right hand side you can see green, true. And just above that it is a redstone wall torch and it is facing north. Okay. And we've got its coordinates. This is going to be our reset. We are going to set a block there. We're going to set that to air. Done. Now that should shut the door. Door's shut. Okay. So instead of saying has item, let's set that block. And it was a redstone wall torch that was facing north. Now if we have the key, the door is going to open. So if I give myself a key, the door opens. Excellent. It'd probably be a good idea though if we got rid of the key. We can also check here. So here we've got the tripwire hook and its tag. In the middle here, let's put a count. Let's put a count of 2. Okay, let's shut the door. Now the door's not opening. I've got a dungeon key, but the door isn't opening because I need 2 dungeon keys now. So now the door is, if I shut it, it's just going to open again. If I give myself 3, now I've got 3 and it wants 2. So again, it's not going to work. Let's remove that count though. Just showing that you can use it if you want to. Now the door will open. Okay, let's remove a key. here we will have always active chain clear at the nearest player. There we could be more specific. We could say actually the player who has just opened the door, who is near the door, who has a key. But I'm just going to say nearest player. Clear the tripwire hook, but not all tripwire hooks. We only want to get rid of the ones that are tagged dungeon key. Okay, now it's give ourselves a key. Now it's disappearing instantly. Why is it disappearing instantly? Because this is just running all the time. We want to set this to conditional. Now this is only running if this block is successful. So this block is not successful at the moment, even though we have the key. And the reason it's not successful is because there's a torch there already. So this block is saying, I want to place a torch, but I can't, therefore I'm not successful. And he's saying, well, if you're not successful, I'm not going to clear the key. So if we get rid of this torch, this block, the purple block, will be able to place another torch down. There we go, and we lost our key as well. Okay, so that's working, although it's a bit strange. There you go, good one. It's a bit strange that the door opens when we're all the way over here. So let's check here. Let's get the coordinates of this block. Fill, tab, tab, tab. Copy. Okay, so let's make it so we actually have to be at the door. Execute at player. Let's put it in here. X equals the coordinates we just copied. Remove the Z and the Y. Y equals the coordinates we just copied. Remove the Z and the X. And the Z equals the coordinates we just copied, remove the Y and the X. And we need a distance. A distance equals, between 0 and 1. So now we have to be a player at those coordinates within that distance, and in our inventory we have to have a tripwire hook which is tagged dungeon key, and it will try and put a torch down. Okay, now at the moment it can put a torch down, so this should work. No, because we don't have a key. Let's give ourselves a key. There we go. Now we go, and it takes one key away from us. Now here's a problem with this. Let's shut the door and let's give ourselves, I don't know, let's give ourselves 3 keys, and now let's go back to the door. Well, we opened the door, but it took all 3 keys away from us. Now that's easy to fix. We can come here to the clear command, and at the end we can just say 1. Okay, we're only going to take 1. Let's give ourselves 2 keys. There we go, and let's shut the door. And hey, there we go. We lost 1 key. Let's just shut the door. And now we've lost our 2nd key. Excellent. Okay. Let's make the tripwire hook a bit more interesting. Dungeon hook here. Let's put a bit more information. We will do a display. And in the display we will change the name. Apostrophe, apostrophe. Inside the apostrophes we want curly braces. Inside the curly braces, speech marks, colon, speech marks, speech marks. And we will have some text, and the text will be dungeon key. Done. Press the button now. Now we've got a dungeon. This is a tripwire hook. This is a dungeon key. The door is shut. The door opens, the dungeon key gets taken away. We can call that whatever we want, because this is only checking for a tripwire hook tagged dungeon key. Its name doesn't matter. In fact, what we can do is here, where we've got ID, we can even take the ID away. We don't care. Now we're just checking for any item which is tagged dungeon key. And if we only have this item on our map with that tag, that will do. There we go, it's still going to open. We lost one, we've lost two. Just shortens the command a little bit. Obviously, if you have another item which is renamed dungeon key, this is going to get a bit confused, but I would advise keeping your tags, different between each item. So that's how we simply check for an item in the player's inventory, and then we run a command based on whether the fact they have that item.